it's like MOUZ can totally do this.
Has to be outsiders.
Okay, we've got MOUZ and we've got outsiders. Desk is split. Everybody at home, it's time for this first matchup on the B stream for the IEM Rio Major 2022 MOUZ versus outsiders. Harry and Hugo, over to you.
Yes, Parla, thank you very much. MOUZ versus outsiders here to open up IEM Rio. It's going to be a good one. Looking forward to this. We're getting into it. It's over on Inferno. MOUZ with a CT side start. And outsiders bringing in this first investment. They've got everything, right? Nice little bit of utility there. But I want to see what these dualies on Torshi can get up to. I want to have a hot start to this major for him.
Yeah, it's going to be right down banana for MOUZ. They're not waiting for a second. xertioN gets that first pick, and Fame is already knocked out of position. Outsiders, they completely up and leave the banana. xertioN's on a tear right now. New to the team and already picked up 2 headshots, and he's even going to give it up. 5 on 3. No pressure on MOUZ to keep facing, keep fighting, and outsiders are trying to open up this A site. Ugh.
JDC going to steal that one away, but it's all well and good. No hot start for the dualies. Norbert and James left up in this one. Late through the apartments, Norbert's been spotted, not able to win this fight. And really, for outsiders, there's not a lot of hope left in this round, right? You're really hinging on getting something past MOUZ that you shouldn't. If they're able to get into a post plant, maybe something opens up, right, with a molly and a smoke still in play. They just simply don't have the manpower. James all the way up long. Over at Arch, he's been spotted now. They know about him. This is looking like a very, very clean pistol to open up for MOUZ. Unless James can do the impossible. That kill there might have opened up a route over towards B.
Yeah, but there's a reason they call it the impossible, Harry, and that's because it's just simply not happening. 30 seconds and Torshi comes in from behind, so MOUZ steal a pistol round away. And I gotta say, we do have the perfect map for this BO1. A good middle ground location. Outsiders have had a vast improvement on their T sides on Inferno ever since adding in far more firepower. I say far more firepower, obviously that's with the reduction of losing your Kinder, one of the world's best riflers right now, who we'll see in Liquid later on in that Legend stage. But even so, we've already talked about the stylistic differences that outsiders have brought to recent matches, to even their qualification in the RMR and at Rotterdam. They've been switching it up, Harry. They've had some quick rounds. They've had some varied pace, and that's going to keep teams guessing on that CT side. Are you getting that typical slow burn from James, or is he going to run up top mid and take it right to your face?
Yeah, you know, I think when you used the word firepower a minute ago, it's that idea of you kind of have a lot more to go right in the start of the round. You have a lot of players here who are kind of more than comfortable being that first or second man in, and so it has very much changed the nature of his pooling.
Yeah.
In this one, little aggro down towards ramp, and they're just stripping the pistols out of it.
Yeah, they're just wiping it eco. It shouldn't be a problem for MOUZ. Just to build on that point, though, I think the thing that's so exciting is when we got to a point where people would like recognize the outsiders' game plan on T side and how slow they would often play and go for really late round executes. A lot of teams would do a really good job at holding onto utility. Inferno's such a good map to talk about this. They would never use their smokes, never use their mollies early. A lot of teams will burn 2-3 smokes in the opening 30-40 seconds of a round. Teams stop doing that against outsiders just in anticipation of late round plays. But nowadays, because they like to keep it fast and keep it rugged, in certain rounds, you've got to go back to what you know, the more standard instant mollies, instant smokes, throw that G2 smoke down middle as well. So that's going to keep MOUZ guessing. It's going to keep them on the edge. But now we get into the gun rounds, Harry. Full buy for outsiders, some SMGs kept over for the MOUZ side, and this game's about to get going.
Yeah, this is where things really get interesting, right? Not going to have those AWPs in play yet. It's the bonus round for MOUZ, and outsiders didn't have the money. So it is just rifles all across the board. Important thing to keep a little eye on there. Know that James normally wants to shuffle that money around such that he brings this AWP out fast as possible. Mid going to be contested early on for the outsiders. Torshi, he's bearing a lot of responsibility here. He's got the best gun in the round, and he's in the spot where it looks like outsiders are interested in. Right, one of the 2 players left over towards this A stack. MOUZ played triple B early, just to keep an eye on any fast rushes coming their way in this first rifle round.
And this is what I mean, right? We're at 115, but there's 1 smoke left, right? MOUZ have already used pretty much everything they've got, except these HEs and mollies, which can be so useful for stopping bomb plants. If you want to play a retake, for example, you can give up B, do what Fnatic used to do, lob those nades onto Coffin, really cause problems, especially against teams that are planting with 15, 20 seconds left. That can be a problem. MOUZ have got this 1 smoke, and it goes down as Banana is conceded, and this will force some rotations now. Outsiders might not respect it, though. They want to go right through.
Yeah, xertioN's blind. Having to tuck out of there. Oh, hello, double Molotov kill. xertioN hasn't even seen them yet. It's his util burning them alive. The outsider's still trying to sift through this smoke, but plucked out. xertioN's in with another 3 in the round before he's taken out of it. And now james left in this clutch. He's dealt with the first man in on the entry. However, waiting back at CT is frozen. Flash goes high, and james caught fighting out in the open. That's a lovely bonus round for MOUZ as far as they go.
I love that one, that one from xertioN, right? He realizes that outsiders, late in the round are just going to run through that banana smoke. They know it's low utility, and they just pop through. But he already dropped the Molotov right in front of the smoke. Outsiders don't know until it's too late. And on top of that, they're blinded from the CT rotations as well. So they're going in blind, through gray screen, into fire. That was an absolute mop-up for MOUZ. Great solo B for xertioN. And keep in mind, this is, the latest addition to the MOUZ team.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie, this is maybe the addition I'm most excited for, right? Like, I was a big xertioN fan back in that MOUZ NXT squad. I think he brings so much to that team. And I don't know, man, it was a lot of, like, just his decision-making seems real flawless. He's got a great head on his shoulders, and he very much did from day one of that team. So I think it's a great pickup, and I mean, in this series already to open up, xertioN has looked lights out. So great that we're getting this sort of mileage out of the guy. Outsiders, after losing Fame early, they're hoping to secure the equalizer over here towards Banana. Do keep your eye on Kicker trying to work this late Banana control. He's a big fan of it, and it has netted the opener here to find a 4-on-4, drop a gun over. You're arming yourselves now. Starting to set up for a bit of a B play.
Nades could end lives here, but JDC's a long way out. Blinded, takes a shot. Torshi, they've now figured out the location of the AWP, and they want to go nowhere near it, running right back to middle. They have to go soon before Torshi realizes this one. Outsiders are quiet as they set up in middle. One smoke goes over the top, and they've got one flash to pop. JDC, anti, is not going to get blinded, looks away at the right time, and out they come. Quick kill. There's the trade from james, and they're going to have to give it up. Dexter falls all the way back to the site, but he doesn't make it in time. 3-on-2, they've broken through.
Well, she's going to have to do the heavy lifting. Oh, out on an island. And was scoped up over on the apartments. He was just blindsided. Really wasn't ready for the pace there out of the outsiders. Oh, but it's got the plant in, and frozen's left a long way away for MOUZ. This one takes a bit of a left turn. And MOUZ are the ones having to admit defeat here. frozen's just going to have to back out and save, hold on to this AK and armor. Outsiders, they're in with their first round here and now, and it all starts, in that 5v4 to open. They found an equalizer over at Banana. They kind of used that to throw a bit of a disarray into the MOUZ ranks, and then have it culminate back in that A play at a pace that MOUZ just simply were not ready for.
Yeah, Dexter didn't look convinced by that. Only 2 players got out through mid against JDC, so I think he was expecting the apps split, right? He turned around. Ooh, yeah, he'll make it. He turned around to check apps, but that just left him completely open to short. And Outsiders had already given up the aim of the game, so they just swing him. And that was the kill that really won the round. Breaking through, finding their first on this T side, the mastermind of james. And Outsiders are at least on the board early. That AWP comes right back into play. And Outsiders are the ones to even take a tack timeout just to really refine things. Kick it in Banana, that's going to be fun to watch, right? We see Fame taking a lot of spawns there, right? He's often going to be a guy, getting up logs as well, but especially in the old Outsiders, Kicker was the guy who would so often just be that solo B worker, get up towards car if he can. If he's getting destroyed, if Kicker's getting naded out and getting pressured, if MOUZ are playing retake in Banana and using their utility wisely, they can really cut out this B attack from Outsiders and make it as obvious as it was in that round where xertioN burned 2 at top B. So yeah, a lot of pressure on Kicker to keep getting these opening kills up Banana.
Yeah, and you touched upon the fact that Fame's there as well. I mean, I do think that duo of Fame and Kicker are going to be working Banana virtually every one of these rounds, and they're super proficient at it, right? I think you're going to see MOUZ, whenever they do want to try and challenge for this Banana control, they've really got to play 3 strong here, because you know what you're running into. Frozen, super low on HP after that molly, burns him down. Gets out of there at least, and now xertioN takes up position. 2 players in at the logs. They will decide to get out of there.
That was a flick. We didn't see it, but that was a flick.
Well, flit out of the round. A man down now for the Outsiders. Once again, they might be left looking towards this B site for some sort of equalizer in moments like this.
And I love how mobile Torshi is as well. Chev shows us straight away. He's already back over to that B bomb site. They just saw him at apps. We saw earlier how Outsiders try and avoid this orb, but they can't. They're going right into it, and Jamie's ready to receive. Gets that pick into the B site, but with the kill in the kill feed, Outsiders know there are 2 more here. It's a guarantee. They're going to hold off for a moment. Even if they still commit to a B execute, they want Norbert to go looking first.
And you know, you can kind of feel the mind games. Dexter certainly is. It's another round where he's kind of hesitant, right? Not really sure what he wants to do here, but he's decided to double down on the idea that this B play is a bit of a ruse, and so he's going to hold out over towards this A side of the map. Now, maybe this util getting lobbed over by Norbert only sells them on that fact more, leaving a 2-man hold over towards this B site up against the 4 from Outsiders that are about to come their way.
It's inevitable. Can James sell something first? 20 seconds, and this is one hell of a fake. He just scopes in middle. He hopes someone
just
hears
for the
that,
noise cue.
I don't think that's even going to get calmed. I don't think anyone's shuffling this late in a round. 2-2 split. Frozen with the orb. Going to get flashed out. He's going to pre-dodge it, but a nice flick lands. Frozen moving in for more. His teammate's gone. Blind shot. Won't get the kill. Norbert just gets in for the plant in time.
Really leaving it down to the wire. This is vintage Outsiders here. Plant down now. And a 3v3. Grouped in CT as MOUZ. James on that smoke fade. I want to get involved all over again. Holding for a coffin swing. It's Norbert to break the silence first.
JDC crept in.
Has made it all the way up into the pool, right? But they're not facing him. They're not peeking him. They're not giving him a chance here.
I love it.
DC does do a bit of damage. Needs even more than that with Kicker out of the round, out of the picture. James starting to feel the heat, feel the pressure, and he's going to hold the line. No scope lands, and Frozen's got to get out of there. Run for the hills with that AWP. It's a nice try in the 3v3 retake. James so comfortable playing that one down to the margins, playing it to the time at the back of the site. He's more than content in positions like that, Hugo.
And what a great tuck for Norbert as well. Like, really knew how to keep JDC on him, to bait him into wasting valuable seconds. And also poetic to see James no-scoping fools back at quad at a major, right? It was back at the RMR for Antwerp where he eliminated Saw from that exact position. An absolute heartbreak, Harry. And yeah, I love seeing James in the post plant with the orb. That's where he can really be unleashed. But he picked Torshi as well. Keep in mind, he's there for the opener and the closer. Torshi's back with the big green. And he's taking it right through apartments where he got his 5-on-4 last round as well. Just this time, a little bit more aggressive, perhaps. Flits. Does catch him, and that's the orb gone. No man's land and no man to be found. They have to molly it. And there's no way MOUZ pick it back up. Up against pistols, they're just going to waltz in.
That's kind of rough. You know, that's
nice.
putting a lot of faith in Torshi's AWP. And as you pointed out correctly, it's in a position where, like, that's just irretrievable. You know, you've lost it as far as you're concerned.
The reason you're doing it is because you want to do exactly what he's been doing in previous rounds, right? Going for an early fight and then moving to a completely different location. And that's, you know, that's a sneaky place to go. That's not where you'd always expect the AWP. Flit's very ready for it, though. He's tried it before.
And dude, hang on, I'm just going to say this, by the way. This is James, like, knowing the game is now afoot, right? If anyone knows save games, it's James, right? James' game is the save game, right? And so now Outsiders know that that AWP is a very desirable item, and the odds are that MOUZ, they don't really think they can win this round in the 3v4. They're going to go looking for that AWP. James left his merry men there. They've thrown the AWP out, I'm pretty sure, anyway. So it is just irretrievable. They were grouped, caring for a push into alt mid, caring for them to go and retrieve that gun. And now they know that this B side of the map is clear. Are
they going to find it? Are they going to find it? That's what I want to know. They're
I'm pretty sure I think they threw it out over the wall.
Yeah. Just wondering if there's a boost or anything you can do to grab it. We've seen players try, but Outsiders, they know the money, Harry. They know the save game, like you said.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, good luck. You're going to need really long arms for that one. Of course, J-Raz on the cinematics, catching all the drop guns, all the drop nades. Nothing will be missed. Except this round for MOUZ. 3-3, Outsiders, they break through. But we will have a bye coming up.
Yeah, I really want to see, you know, how this matchup kind of develops for Torshi. I really want to see how he's able to adapt to James, because I think in terms of locking AWPers out, you struggle to find a better AWPer than that than James. Really, I think he's going to force you to do a lot of unorthodox stuff. Whenever you try to peek these kind of standard lines, you can almost guarantee that James is going to be holding you, staring right back, and he's been there waiting longer than you have. So these moments do get pretty hairy.
Yeah, but if James is going to keep finding these opening picks, then MOUZ need to really tighten up the ship. No AWP here either. That's the risk you take, right? Bringing an AWP into an eco round is going to cost you in the later. So just rifles for now and a bit of utility. Tack timeout for MOUZ. Their first one on the board. Both teams have popped one. Ooh, remix. And I gotta say, Harry, while we've got this downtime, it is absolutely sick to be in Rio right now. We're not in this stage. That's the A stream, of course, with Gamer Legion taking on 9Z right now. I'm sure it's going wild. They were screaming earlier, and I was thinking, damn, this thing's really packed out already. I went in, it was like 50 people. They were making so much noise. So
no, it is.
It's gonna get crazy.
It is wild. Oh, hello there. Right back into this one. James posted up on mid, and this is what I say, man. He's just very, very frustrating, kind of trying to shut down a lot of these early options.
Not bad.
Let's go over. Bit of chip damage, but
a few seconds later, it could have been huge.
Looking like outsiders want to try and get stuck in over in the apartments, and this has been a position that MOUZ have been pretty damn keen to fight for. Normally, whenever they've had that AWP, without it, I imagine we are going to see something a little more passive over towards that A side of the map. And that's exactly what we've got. Torshi playing back on the balcony isn't going to offer up an early pick here. Dexter certainly could, though, as they try to take top mid away. He's waiting on the other side of this smoke. Traceless A1S, he's having a good time with the spam right now, but as that smoke fades, he will have to get out of there.
Yeah, they still have to be careful about this cubby. James will drop that molly so Norbert can keep his gun out. Definitely the safer option. Don't want to get caught throwing nades, especially the T Molotov, right? It's going to make noise when you pull it, at least when you're holding the pin down. So that won't be a problem. 40 seconds. It looks like an early A execute, or sorry, a late A execute here for outsiders. Dexter floating in the Pacific right now, and he's gone all the way back to B to reinforce this triple setup. That's exactly what outsiders need. Kicker can cause real problems here if he can find an entry kill and keep these players in rotation, but Dexter's already moved back. The bomb is going B. Kicker's fallen. The bomb must now turn around. 20 seconds. No time to fall now. JDC stops Flit, and it's all gone wrong for outsiders.
Yeah, suddenly you got to flush out this pit player. You really do. You got him trapped in this cage. Dexter over in library. Good timing on the wraparound behind. They flush out JDC. So that's a route to a plant now opened up.
How?
Suddenly outsiders actually could still win this whole damn thing. Bomb planted, 2v3, trying to get out of there. Fame's tagged up, but Jane gets into the pit. They're going to play this one together. They've got this crossfire between long and short. If they peak in tandem with one another, this is a very tricky retake to try and put past them. They've dealt with Fame, and so James got to do it alone. Just one man up against it all. There's the molly coming in, and peeked up and over. Dexter's going to get rid of him. MOUZ back in the lead as they secure a fourth.
Dexter's firing all cylinders right now. He's hitting shots, right? And that was part of the appeal when he joined this team, right? He was slaying as an in-game leader individually, right? Which is something very hard to do and you don't see often when he was back in Australia, but came all the way over here. Obviously, definitely was some adjustment time to Tier 1 EU CS, but as far as fragging in-game leaders go, he has got the power, he has got the potential. I kind of like that call for outsiders to run that AXEC, but then to send the bomb back. The only reason it fails is Kicker dies. If he gets one entry there, James will commit with him with the bomb, and they're going to go for the B plant. They found the right timing. Dexter peeled out, but Kicker falls, and that's the kill that really throws a spanner in the works. They had their B plan, they have their backup to go for that AXEC, but it wasn't what they wanted. Fame all the way up top B now, right behind the smoke. Booster, bye-bye. Fame's got the kill, and Frozen's still here that he never knew about. Dexter with nades over the top. Fame was trying to double up, and instead will put them in 4-on-4. Outsiders concede the banana and go back to an AXEC.
All right, Torshi in the right place, right time. But no vision, flashed off the angle. Flit has been mopped up trying to get out Boiler. And so that's given MOUZ this little advantage, the 4v3, and a third man even moved over to supplement the A-hold. Norbert has found this gap and kind of threaded the needle here, but hang on. Dexter, he's seen him, and now they know. Norbert thinks he's making a play, but instead he's playing right into their hands. And with him cut out of the round, the bomb still on the back of James in the apartments, worlds apart from Kicker. It looks like the call's been made for Kicker to come back.
Look at this setup.
This is going to culminate in a little A play.
Yeah, good luck breaking through this. Off angle for JDC. Torshi, you know, he can just turn around. He can spin, play that headshot angle with the AWP, and find James in the apartments. Kicker needs to break through. The whole time, Harry, you're paranoid of Pit. That's the worst part. Molly comes in, looking the wrong way. JDC's repositioned, and Torshi gets spotted as well. But they know it's two as he hits the headshot over the box. They still don't know about JDC. They heard the Molly burn, but they thought it was Torshi. MOUZ, I love that readjustment. They've been abusing Pit every single time with JDC falling back off of Porch, but finally he sets up in the site, and it's the last thing they expect. MOUZ staying mobile and staying in control of this game for now.
I mean, that's the money broken, right? This could be a bit of a turning point where MOUZ really look to kind of leapfrog up into the lead in a very big way. Fast up banana for a couple of outsiders, boys. Fame right up at the front, but not able to get past the onslaught of bullets and fire. Util now going in. MOUZ, they want to try and take this banana control.
Careful.
There's a man waiting in the wings of logs. He's been dealt with. Kicker removed from the round. And with 3 strong here, it's a bit of a firing squad down the banana. Leaving it all on James again. This time 1v5. He's still chilling out in T-spawn.
Yeah, those AKs are terrifying. 3 of them shooting down banana. James. Patient as ever. You're not going to outlast him, but eventually he will have to go into his death. Will Frozen feed him and give him a gun and give him hope? It looks like he doesn't want to. You look at the scoreboard, you realize who you're up against, and you're not making that mistake, right? But it was only an eco after all. Outsiders going to be coming in with the big guns next. And they should have an AWP for James, if he wants. I love how patient MOUZ are here. Build that money, baby. Stack them cashes.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you know who it is. You know it's James. Like, you push tab, you know he's waiting somewhere. Just, he can win in his mind if he wins the economy game. But Torshi does just delete him immediately on that first jiggle, and so they never even break a sweat. That is a really nice little, anti-force by round there out of the MOUZ squad. They keep it super clean, and they're now up on a 6. Obviously, we had this this exact matchup go down very, very recently back at Challengers, ESL Challenger in Rotterdam. There, it was actually outsiders picking up the victory in this one, going on to win it all in the grand final versus Ents as well. A real nice tournament for those guys. But I spoke to Alan Hender, our resident analyst over here on the B stream, and he said MOUZ, they look completely deflated. He said it felt like a real game of mind games, and they got. Destroyed. He said the mental was gone. So it is very, very nice to see an opener like this from MOUZ, having such a good start out of the gate.
Yeah, reinvigorated and ready to roll. It's definitely what you want from MOUZ, who didn't even make it to the last major back at Antwerp. Similar to the OG story, right? Just falling short in the RMR. Outsiders, a mainstay of majors gone by. Frozen pushes down, and bye-bye Kicker. A quick kill and a 5-on-3. Frozen even spans out James. Here's the axe pop at the same time. They do get a nice range shot off the Mac-10, but even though Torshi looked precarious for a second, Dexter bails him out and tries to swing, but Dexter has just been a rock on this A site. Every single time holding strong, pushing smokes, no respect. And MOUZ goes 7-3 up right now. This is getting dominant, Harry. We had that 3-0 into a 3-3. It felt like we were going to get a competitive game, but outsiders need to break the mold. They're not even getting bomb plants.
Dude, the thing that's wild is, you know, both these teams have their fair share of inexperienced players. I think when you look at it pound for pound, the experience, you know, goes the way of the outsiders.
Sure.
You know, you've got like this kind of core three of James, Kicker, and Flit who do have this experience at events such as this, you know, at the majors. On the other side of things, MOUZ, it's kind of greener. You know, there are parallels to be drawn, I guess, with, you know, Fame and Nord, but also having this be their first major. But right now, I'm kind of expecting more from Kicker, really. That's who I want to look at to try and get them into it a bit. James is really doing all he can, but you struggle to win these rounds when you're left up in like 1v3s, 1v4s. Often just gives it his best go. And I think Kicker's oftentimes such an important piece of Outsiders Inferno in the first place. These banana lurks are often the kind of bread and butter.
I love how MOUZ have just retaken Banana in this round as well. They know there's no money and it's eco, so Outsiders, if they want to retake it, it's going to cost them almost everything they have, and that frees up Dexter to once again be on that A site. It won't be the right call for now. Outsiders a very late sneak up Banana, and MOUZ have given it up, but Dexter is on his rotation, so it feels like he is always in the right place. Molly ready. If a flash goes over, he's just going to drop it. We saw what xertioN did the other round with that exact play. This time he's lining up a flash. Everyone's about to go ham here for MOUZ. Everyone is about to shred Outsiders. We need Tech 9 taps or nothing.
Oh man, you're running into util as well. You've been re-smoked, you've been mollied. It's 3 here. It's a slaughterhouse inside of B. And Outsiders, they're sent packing. This one is a very abrupt close as it all comes crushing down. And it's just James. 1v5 again. I said, you know, he's left in these spots all the time. Out with the swing. Bit of damage, but nothing to write home about. 8-3. Super convincing look from MOUZ. Very nice scenes here, and often, you know, having the right read.
Yeah, and also, you know, we talking individuals for MOUZ. Well, right now, there just aren't any for Outsiders. Sure, James had some picks on the AWP. Yeah. He set them up, but we haven't had Kicker. He found 1 kill in Banana in 1 round and got traded. Fame did the same, got that pick on the boost, got traded. No one's getting multi-kills from Outsiders. No one's cracking over open bomb sites. And MOUZ's util has just been perfect this entire game. So I don't know if things are going to change. They have to change now or maybe never. Boost up over the top. This is nice. Flash is good, though. Do they see him? No. James, that Molotov is going to force a player out of position. Frozen goes up and over, but he won't go in. Oh, the jump! The jump lets him down completely. And James again delivers the goods. First class. But can they get the rest of the package to the destination? Because it's still a 5-on-4, and MOUZ have won plenty of these disadvantaged rounds. This tuck-in for xertioN is going to be the last thing they expect, but it might not matter with a double pick up through B. xertioN holds on, smoke down, kick it, might go through, but that flash doesn't send him over. The second one will. Great job. xertioN was trying to reposition, but he saves it somehow, some way. A 5-on-3 flipped on its head.
Oh, hang on, he's going back in. xertioN wants to push this. He's going through the smoke. He's going to get the info that the bomb's out of there, and now they're fast flanking the A play. They're right up mid behind this bomb. Not there in time to drop it. So JDC's got to hold the line inside of the site. Where's that next point of contact? They're holding for mid. Wow. They're looking for that next man. And now we need the NXT men to step up and fill the void. JDC gone. Dexter in the 1 versus 3. Lay up through middle. Quiet on the approach, but caught looking the wrong way. Norbert with 3 huge kills there. Holds that flank, has the read. I don't know how. He, you know, what in his brain tells him, oh, they're fast up mid behind us. That feels like the last thing you should be anticipating there, especially with all the damage done to what you're assuming is the last guy left at B.
What a roller coaster of a round, right?
Crazy.
What a crazy round. But yeah, great work from Norbert. That's the player that we needed to step up here. He's a huge firepower piece. Been mulling around in Tier 2, Tier 3 for so long and destroying people, but here on the major, finally showing up with an impact round. Again, fighting at top B. It's gone well for MOUZ so far. Torshi hits this shot, gets back behind cover, but he can't escape with a Molotov by his side. He's going to have to trade utility. He's got support from xertioN, but through the fire goes a man. Norbert, it might even be worth it, but they're a man down regardless. James getting tagged up. His teammates far away. And again, these are the rounds that Outsiders rely on individuals to show up in a big way. Dexter hit those long timings earlier on. He's going to go back to library. I don't think you could pick a better time to do it, but through the smoke, and he's ready.
Oh no!
That's unlucky.
Couldn't have scripted that worse for dexter. Just turns away. ADC even heard the footsteps over.
They know they killed the B rotation, so they know it's 1-1 right now. They don't want to rush the A site in case the second man's here. They're hoping xertioN doubts it, but he's not.
Oh, and on this swing, they just looked away. Oh, James back on the angle. He's got his teammates back. They bailed it out, and they know that xertioN was the B player. Suddenly, they've got a funny feeling that the route to success here is running this bomb into that B site. JDC is going to be far too late sneaking through the apartments. He won't be here in time to influence them on this rotate with the bomb. Instead, if he wants to win this round, it's going to have to be 1v2 in the retake.
He's absolutely going to give it a go. There's no reason not to. It's super winnable. You've got the money. We are near the end of the half. JDC is going to try and clutch this one out. Bomb planted, and up he moves. James swapped off the AWP for the post plant. Just looking for a quick trade. Doesn't want to be scoped up on the wrong angle. And JDC goes quiet. No one even playing into the ruins, so they don't know which side he rotates from. But they won't be giving away anything. Check is good, Dink, both ways. JDC on 1 point of health. It's a good molly. It's going to flush out James, but can he even get the kill? James already back behind a new piece of cover, and JDC doesn't know as Flit finishes the job. These are clutch rounds right now for Outsiders. Do we expect anything less? There was a bit of self-doubt there from me, Harry, but Outsiders, just when you count them out, is when they wake up. Back-to-back T post-plant conversions, and we're going to get a game after all.
Starting to feel that way, isn't it, Hugo?
Yeah.
Now the timeout called. It's a MOUZ timeout, unsurprisingly. I think that, you know, this is where that realization's kind of setting in, like, okay, we were really winning this half in a big way. You know, we were 8-3 up. There was like unlimited potential there, but 8-3s can turn sour very, very quickly when you kind of start to hit this scoreline, and now you're fully investing. You're putting all your money on the line, buying up into round 14. If you cop an L here, this actually ends up being a damn near neck and neck first half, which, considering how it started, is a real fall from grace for MOUZ, and it's the kind of leads that you really. You know, it's the kind of leads you really can't afford to give up versus this Outsiders squad.
Yeah, their mental is just incredible. There's no team quite like it, right? It feels like they're better in disadvantages. They're better when they're rounds down, when their back's up against the wall. Yeah, it's not easy to do, but it's so consistent for this roster, for any James-led team. Fights back at B, Frozen. Oh, molly and flash, but he backwards jumps into safety. And in fact, that molly wasn't good either. It landed a little short, so they couldn't even peek in deep to trade. Kickit would have gone for that kill if that molly wasn't going to tank him. Frozen lobs more nades in. Softens him up. That's a great one. Molly as well. Burns, and there's a double nade to do it. James is dead, and that has been the guy making these rounds happen, finding the openers. Now got a lead from the grave. I like that little arming of utility. The mollies and smokes on B have been the detriment of Outsiders. Kicker's going to play the AWP with a backup AK just in case. Still.
I almost feel like the calling gets like weirder when James is out of the round. You know, like now he's seeing what everyone sees. Now he is truly omnipresent across the server. And he's called for a bit of a fake here, right? Lobbing this util in towards B. It's gonna try and keep bodies here. Hello. It has started to draw Dexter away from A.
Oh no,
Torshi over on short. Only good for the first. The JDC in the apartment's going to have to do the heavy lifting here. Gonna have to make some magic happen, but wrapped around the long side. Norbit dispatches of him, and we're into this 3v3. Plant now found over at A, and Dexter's kicking himself.
Oh no!
Might be able to catch Norbert, and he will. Pit player dealt with. Advantage flipped on its head, and MOUZ is suddenly keen for this retake.
They know Fame's trapped in the site. It's a backside plant. There's nowhere to go. Kicker's got to cut down this really late Apps rotation, but he's just slipped the net. xertioN has come in through. Fame got to fight for his life in the site. He needs to get a multi-kill right here, right now. Kicker will help out. Quick kill. The attention drawn away, but both fall in an instant as they clear the back of the site. It's going to be MOUZ holding on. You said we were poised, primed even for an 8-7 if Outsiders are able to break the money, but MOUZ will raise their heads and find 9 first. Might have a pretty balanced half after all. Some very close rounds in here, though.
I mean, you know, I talked about how these teams faced each other not too long ago at ESL Challenger Rotterdam, and Inferno was in that. It was the map pick of Outsiders. MOUZ ended up winning at 16-14, and that was on the back of a 10-5 half. Hey. That's why my nerves were kicked up at the idea that Outsiders were about to turn this one around. MOUZ still in with a chance of, you know, repeating the success of that last series. Over at Banana, Frozen's getting stuck in, but in the end gets melted. Fame goes straight for his head.
I love this. They leave. They leave. So many rounds Outsiders have gone 5-on-4 and overpushed and fed and been traded by MOUZ's triple Bs in the early round. They won't do it. They keep the Banana control, but they tuck in. They beckon MOUZ to push, and xertioN might just bite the bullet. In he goes. Kick it tucked in. The flash goes behind him, though, so xertioN at least gets a kill, but it still favors Outsiders. Torshi fights with the AWP, a gap in the smoke, but a molly at his feet, and he's just holding on. He's hoping, he's praying, and he's burning to death. No one even gave him a chance. And even a 1-for-1 there probably wouldn't have been enough. MOUZ now have to gamble in round 15. Are they going to choose against it? Dexter's splitting, and we're splitting hairs here. There should be no way in hell Outsiders lose this round.
Yeah, they've kind of got everything accounted for here. And, like, honestly, you can just go B now, as weird as that is. Norbert will catch Dexter, and that brings it to a pretty quick close. 6 on the half for the Outsiders. It's quite the recovery from 8-3 down. MOUZ, 9-6. They've got a little lead, but can they hold on to it? We're going to have to find out in just a moment.
Hey Future Pros, on Inferno today, and I thought I'd show you how to throw the classic one-way to help you sneak out of the A apartments and maybe find a kill or two. To throw the smoke, get apps control, then position yourself on the edge of this door. Aim at the lower middle part of the extended bit of the arch. And throw. It's crazy how fast Rain throws his smoke, as this version is a little precise, so give it some practice. Now you have a good chance to crawl out of the apartments and play around the one-way smoke. CTs should usually be playing more passive once the smoke is thrown, but maybe you can find a CT with his pants down.
I can't explain. I can't explain it. I go insane when we get naked. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show me love. Don't give up on us, don't give up on love. Don't give up on us, don't give up on love. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in,
MOUZ at the major, and they've started strong. 9 rounds on their CT side of Inferno, a BO1 to begin the B stream for the day. We've got BO1s coming in all directions, on and off the stage. No matter where these players are located, they can certainly hear the crowd, Harry. And there will be some screaming going on.
I can hear the crowd, and we're outdoors, so it's kind of an interesting dynamic there, isn't it? All right then, yeah, MOUZ, they narrowly have the lead. Last time these teams faced off, 16-14 to MOUZ here on Inferno, but it required a 10-5 half to get them there. This time, they're 1 round down on that, and Outsiders are 1 round up. Is that going to be the round that makes all the difference?
That's what Outsiders have to tell themselves. James gets that spot. That's a lot of information. Sees the bomb, sees 3 players at least coming up into Alt Middle, but Outsiders don't sway. They don't fall away from this triple B setup. Maybe they should. Hoping those mind games do them favors. They won't. Fame has begun his rotation. And in fact, oh, I love this call. Outsiders full gamble. Rolling the dice. But will they be here in time?
Well, it's the tour of Inferno for the rotates, but they are here, the Rambling Men. Now Gambling Men, as they put 4 strong inside of A. It's the right read, right place, and right time. xertioN down into the pit, deals with Flip, and Norbit's here, and there's so many more. Oh my god, he's reloaded, still has 9 bullets. Oh dear, oh no, it's a disaster. And in the blink of an eye, that was looking so good for the Outsiders, and then the round's just over in a sea of red. It's MOUZ to have found it.
What happened? It was a massacre. Everyone got a kill. They were like triple set up on default, though. They were all over the bomb site.
It's like a triple swing and a late swing.
Yeah.
Through. It's like, what?
That was a mess. That was a complete mess. I don't know. I mean, Outsiders barely got set up in time, but they had, you know, they had prior warning. They had time to make that call earlier. Damn. Look at these shots, though. MOUZ just shut it down in an instant. And that's going to put some pep in your step. Shot connects. Jane with a scout down middle. And even the nade, that's going to force so much pressure. Torshi backs off. James still covering. Torshi's ready for a fight. Still won't win it. That low health from earlier. Caught on the retreat. Flip won't get away with much more. Bombs down a ramp. James might know that, but he doesn't hold on. Gonna make that gamble happen, perhaps. Go back towards a triple B setup. Could smoke mid before if he wants. But MOUZ are in no hurry in the second round. They are armed and deadly. They are not playing bonus. They're on the full force. Galil's an AK. Just trying to be methodical here. And Outsiders already making that move over at the wrong time. It's been awfully quiet in Banana, but as soon as they up and leave, that's when the smokes go over. It almost seems like a fake with just 1 smoke, but here comes the real commit. MOUZ have already won this round. Outsiders just don't know it yet.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, this is the nature of the James system. It's like he's told you to stack A, you're stacking A. Yeah. You might hear the util going in B, you might hear the guns, you might see the smokes. It doesn't matter. You go where James told you to. They're going to group up over here towards A. Now that penny starting to drop, that, well, it is the B play after all. I think, you know, you could justify sending like Fame in, but I really don't think we're going to see Outsiders commit to fighting this too heavily. James going to try and remove players as they exit, but for the most part, Outsiders just want to repeat this round with the saved weapons, right? Just a little bit of firepower to try give them an edge in the follow-up round.
Yeah, always a safer call. Very little to gain other than guns. MOUZ will get out with all of theirs. 11-6, and you know, again, I don't want to start the worryometer, Harry. I don't want to let it tick into my ears because I did in the first half, and Outsiders still woke up towards the end and pulled in some clutch rounds, some man-down positions they shouldn't have won. But this is still, despite that, a very good position to be in a BO1 for MOUZ, right? Every round they get, the comeback potential slips further and further through the fingers of the Outsiders. And I got to say, it's pretty reassuring to see MOUZ here and doing well, right? Like we said, the core of an academy team in JDC, Torshi, and xertioN, 1 by 1 dragged up from the NXT roster into this main one and already causing a bit of a ruckus here in Rio. We love to see it. Where's that ceiling? Yet to find out. But Cologne was certainly a good sign from this MOUZ team. Getting into the playoffs there. Getting at least one stage game, but of course falling to Astralis after winning the first map. Little B stack here. Not a bad move for outsiders, and MOUZ look like they want to go quick.
Yeah, Fame's up here. Full green Deagle gloves combo. Ooh. But it's
only a
Kicker
Mac.
to strike first. Yeah, still, it's always scary in you know, your anti-eco round when you go a man down first. These, you know, this is often how it starts to spiral. I think if this next fight isn't won out by MOUZ, if we have a situation where, you know, they're trying to trade their way back in like a 3v5, 3v4, things get real rough in spite of the lesser weapons for the outsider squad. Util going over. Here's the push into the full stack, into 4 players.
Oh dear.
Fame's Deagle, Green with Envy wanted to get involved. Dexter taken out of the round. Kicker swings, doesn't quite win. Frozen finds him. Flit and Fame trying to play this crossfire. It's got to be good, it's got to be clean if you want to capitalize. Fame's knocked out, Flit's missed the timing. They cross into the bomb site now, and MOUZ right where they want to be. Might have recovered this one after all.
Reboost, but they're ready for it. There was no question. The smoke already faded, and the round as well will fall. I love that slowdown for MOUZ, right? That's all one because outsiders in the 5-on-3 think MOUZ are committing, but they just stand still in the choke point. They hold with their rifles, and Kicker comes swinging through smoke. Player fights coffins, and outsiders had a great advantage, but jumped the gun in swinging again. They did it together. It was as a unit, but it was still exactly what MOUZ were waiting for. So a 5-on-3 bungled there by outsiders, and that one really hurts to lose. That could have flipped this game entirely on its head. Instead, MOUZ do as they should. 12-6. I love when we get the camera shots, we hear that crowd. Did 90 win a second round?
Right, we got that tag timer called on in now. It's justifiable, man. For the outsiders, this, yeah, it could end up being like one of the only rifle rounds we see them play on the CT side if they don't win it. And that's what's so scary. Now, that doesn't normally happen with outsiders, I'll be real, just because James is a real, you know, economy nerd. He really likes to keep the money in good standing. Even in lost rounds, he'll prioritize trying to bring out weapons in the next. So, you know, save meta very, very strong here on Inferno. Something to bear in mind. It's a little harder to keep these CTs on the back foot. But it's certainly possible for MOUZ. If they win this, I think they're well on their way to closing out this opening matchup here.
Oh, but here's the assault. Frozen still gets a shot off and even gets behind cover.
Oh,
that was through smoke. No info. Torshi finds a shot and takes down Kicker. He really has been getting reamed in this game. Not always due to error. 4-17. That's not what we expect, nor what we see from this guy. But he was just getting destroyed at Banana in that first half. MOUZ came in with excellent utility today. And now with a 5-on-3, again, just waltzing into this empty B-bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, like, literally, as we were coming into this, we say, oh yeah, James pretty nerdy with the economy. So even when they lose it, they're able to dodge resets. That's all this is. That is exactly what's happening here. You go in triple stack A. On the off chance that Dexter, like, misreads this on an apocalyptic level, you have a really good chance to win it. But if they don't, or when they don't, you've got 3 players saving. You're still good. You know, taking a little something with you into this next round.
Ooh, hello.
Flit spams out 1, but the problem is, I think even if Flit got 2 here, they're not really too keen to attempt it. Now, there is this late challenge from JDC. Norbert's just seen that.
The only way to lose this round is if JDC goes too early. If he goes too early, you have a 3-on-3, and then suddenly you can just go for the retake. Oh, he gets caught. Are they going to consider it?
It doesn't feel very Outsiders-esque to attempt this round, but, you know, it is a new look Outsiders.
Hey, that's what Rob said about Cloud9, and look where that left him. But you are right. It's not, you know, it's not a safe call by any means going for a 3-on-3 retake when you're already out of position, but there was that little temptation there for a moment. MOUZ will get it done. Great double entry from Frozen and Torshi. And hey, you said earlier in that pre-match chat with Heku, you said you wanted Frozen performing. This is the experienced player. This is a guy who's not going to get scared on a stage, who needs to hype up his team, who's, you know, been in this roster since it was Carrigan-led 3 years ago, even longer. So 18-6 on Frozen is a, yeah, it's miraculous. It's beautiful. A 3 KD, and we're not done. 13-6, MOUZ are running away.
Yeah, really nice scenes. And, you know, I mean, the other kind of two that I was looking at, you know, coming into this, I really wanted to keep an eye on was Torshi and James. You know, and I said that I think James very, very good at making life hard for other AWPers. Well, Torshi still found a lot of ways to get involved. He's still the top performing AWPer when you compare them pound for pound. So, you know, I think he's done a very, very good job of just kind of rising to the occasion and still finding a lot of impact. One of the versus one of like the best anti-AWP AWPers that we have in the game.
Yeah, it must hurt for James, right? Because he is just so consistent. You rarely see games where he goes cold. First half, he had a couple of picks onto Torshi as well. You don't always see AWPers meet, especially on Inferno, but James found a way still. This one might be slipping through. MOUZ, a very late start to this round. 115, only now setting up flashes for Banana. Or even volleying close, just in case a bit of a push has come through. Outsiders aren't that deep, but they are right in front of the wall. Fame is committed. He has got to multi-kill here. They won't flash this position, though. Frozen might just waltz in. Oh, it does come over, though, right at the end. Kicker, he's going to get that trade out, and will even leave with a gun. With the game he's having, he probably doesn't want to overcommit to this position. So he has called for support. Flit's moved over, but MOUZ are now pressuring A.
Yeah, James flashed off the angle, but still looking to fight with this AWP. Fair enough. I think he kind of needs to try and get involved on his terms in this round. Because there's a world where they just up and leave, and then they dodge this AWP entirely, then you're left saving again, and that much would be almost a guarantee if these B players don't hold the line. The AWP not getting involved over on the A side of things, and now MOUZ grouping for this B hit. The sole hope is that Kicker and Flit can hold on, and with one kill out of the defenders, Kicker looking a little lost as they move on in. Flit looked like he kind of got hung out to dry there as well, because they were deeper than outsiders were ready for. That is a little awkward, and if that's how you end up losing 14, gonna leave a real bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah, I wouldn't even really play the blame game on Kicker there. Like, you know, they snuck right
No,
on
I just meant the whole thing.
Yeah,
like a real.
That's not how you enter B. Like, that's not the normal way of entering B. You want your back against the wall because then you have more angles. You can see deeper, and you can't get caught by the Coffins player going for just a check as well. You'd have to wide swing off Coffins on that headshot angle to even find a player there. But he just sneaks right under that boost box, and it's perfect. Finds Flit. Well, Kicker can only go 1-for-1 there.
I mean, bro, you say sneak. There was also a lot of running up towards top banana. That's like the one element where I was. Yeah, that's like the one element where I'm like, okay. Kind of feels like an oddity that you weren't prepared for that B play.
That's another thing, though. Like, even Flit just getting picked there, like, whether he's ready or not, like, he's just been super quiet. This was, especially when we had Nikinder in this team, like, part of the conversation there was, okay, yeah, Flit's going to have to give up some roles to Nikinder. He is the star after all, but Flit is such a sick player, such a firepower piece. When Nikinder left, we really hoped for an increase in performance from Flit because, hey, suddenly you've got all your spots back, you're the star player, but, right now, he's as quiet as everyone else. Not what we need. James hasn't had a kill in quite a few rounds now. And this is MOUZ ready to end the game, ready to go 1-0 up in Challenger stage. Would be a fantastic start to do it like this, especially on such a middle ground map of Inferno. They've been putting in the work. Kick it jiggling at B, but MOUZ turn a new page, go back to A. Not seeing much of this. James on the AWP here. Flash is good, fires his shot, and MOUZ take brackets control. James, though, stubborn as ever, wants to go back for more, and he might find that AWP. It fires off. James escapes, only just takes a tag on the way out. MOUZ don't have to commit. They push the AWP back to the bomb site. They could even leave a long player and go into B. They've still got Frozen as an insurance policy. Flash to peek, it's good, but xertioN turns. Still going to be a kill for Flit, and Dexter up and leaves as they go back to what is almost an empty site. Got to go quick, though.
Hey, Kicker is still like hard committed to this rotate over at A. He's only just starting to move back around now. There is a world where you get to play into this 4v1 and Fame's not even really looking to fight. Oh, that's so awkward. That could have been a big opportunity. Nades whittle down Dexter. Bit of spam damage.
Oh my, he's just
boosted up and over. He didn't even see the guy on the fountain. And Dexter rings out with one after getting that bomb down. That's probably going to force the save just immediately from the get-go. They don't know how much damage they did to Dexter crossing behind the smokes. They're locked out, a man down, bomb already planted. This is a definitive save call if you've ever seen one, and that's 15 for MOUZ, locked, loaded, and ready to go.
Dude, Dexter's pathing into B in both of these XX has been really sick. He did it again, dude. He runs close to the wall, and he climbs up on that little lip as well. Ouch. Even finds the final shot. He's gone, but who cares? You took the AWPer out. We'll get saved, but kill's a kill. Yeah, dude, the pathing was sick mainly because it avoided the spam, right? Like, that spam should really get a kill on a crossing player through pool, but he just jumps over it and then plants in the bloody open, Harry. Not even seen behind the fountain. It's so unorthodox. MOUZ had no problem shredding outsiders in this T side, yet to lose a round 6 in a row. And this is it. This is closing time, baby. This is MOUZ about to make outsiders look like fools.
And I mean, considering we literally have data on this map from a matter of weeks ago, it's like this feels like an underperform from outsiders, and at the same time, MOUZ just coming into this, giving it 100%. Like from the get-go, they're already in 6th gear.
My card doesn't even have 6.
I know.
How have they done that?
They've added an extra one. Torshi with his AWP, taking it up towards alt mid, to join xertioN and JDC. They have their eyes set over towards A. Also, Banana's been taken while all this has gone on, while MOUZ have been working the apartments in alt mid. And if they do look to go ahead and retake this banana control, they are going to be walking into a bit of a triple lean here. Jane even boosted on the half wall. Outsiders are very much poised to fight here. There's no, playing a long game on this one. They are fighting every step of the way, and that's not the start they wanted. Oh, it's gone even worse. Fame dropped. Jane does what he can to bring it back, but Frozen's on a tear.
Watch
2 to
this.
his name right now, and a third man at the sandbags deleted. Frozen's opened up B. And MOUZ, they don't even have to take the bait on this one. They don't even have to commit to it. They forced a rush smoke out of the outsiders. It's ugly every step of the way, and MOUZ aren't even going B.
Oh, Norbert's gone. That's it. That might be the game. Flick can't do a thing about it. He's running a rotation. xertioN through the smoke doesn't even commit. And Frozen has gone freak mode in this game. 22-7. That triple entry up banana was beautiful, and it's done. 16 rounds to MOUZ, and they take down the outsiders with ease. Not a competition, not a question. MOUZ are here to play in Rio.